Hello, Waterloo, Columbia, Valmeyer, Smithton, Redbud, and all the other areas in Monroe County. This is Monroe County Under the Scope with my cohorts today, as always, Willie Wetzel, and a very sharp-looking plaid shirt and a hat that says Good Times. Gavin, as always, as our sound man and electrical engineer here, and Tom Clements here, that's me, and a very special guest, our fourth girl on the podcast, Miss Erin Juliano. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's it. She is a transplant to Waterloo in Monroe County. Been here a few years. Had some house fires, some car fires. She's married to a guy named Wolverine, and her life is filled with a lot of excitement. That we're just going to get her take on Monroe County and her experience moving here, and also you have so many hats, it's ridiculous, and I'm going to let you fill us in on anything that you want to talk about. But you also are a young couple counselor, financial counselor. You also have a full-time job and your part-time job as mom, and another part-time job as Wolverine's wife, and another part-time job. You have like 9 part-time jobs. So I welcome and thank you, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to fill us in. And I probably massacred a lot of that.
About right. We moved to Waterloo about 8.5 years ago. Husband retired from the Air Force, living in Caseyville. I think we refer to it as Crazyville. And we wanted a slower life. So we've got 10 acres outside of town. And our son, we moved here right before he went to kindergarten. So 8.5 years now.
Wow.
Crazy enough.
4 or 5?
So
kindergarten.
5, 6.
5, 6. Okay, yeah.
Something. One of those. I don't know. Yeah.
And now he's taller than you.
And now he's 14 and taller than me.
He's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4. That's 8 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
something. I want to switch you microphones.
And you're not very tall, so I mean that's not saying a whole hell of a lot, but Kevin's doing some technical stuff. But did I get that right? I know you guys, both you and your husband, are both entrepreneurs and just creative people. That's what drew me to you, and I lost track of how much shit you guys got going on. Your husband was going to start a small engine repair shop.
There's
a trencher in there somewhere.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Well, no, he did. He bought a trencher for $1,000, and like the engine was seized, and the guy just didn't want to do anything with it, and he cleared out the garage, put some tarps down, tore it down, and now we've got a
Trencher.
A perfectly working trencher. Same with it. He bought a Skag.
Lawnmower?
Zero turn.
Mm-hmm.
That was, again, another seized one. He was gonna sell it, and then he was like, I've always wanted a Skag, so can I keep it instead of selling it? And I was like, whatever. We've got 10 acres, so we got to take care of it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, he just got his PhD. My husband did. And he's now teaching at Maryville on top of starting his own consulting business for law enforcement, and I'm kind of helping him with that. So my background is project management. I started in the IT world in the Air Force, got out government contractor with IT, stayed government contractor for a long time, went to corporate world, which is where I currently am as a project manager, but my other part-time jobs are financial coaching for couples, how to pay off debt, make budgets, things like that. And then I'm also doing some training and working on bookkeeping for businesses.
That would be huge in our area.
I know there's a couple.
So many business owners.
Yeah.
Like
There's a couple I've seen out there that are kind of posting, but I also, what my biggest thing is with bookkeeping and doing it for businesses is also taking the financial coaching aspect as that. Is when I look at your books, I can see where you can make improvements, where you can run the business a little bit better. We can discuss your goals of the business itself and how to get to those points while being able to evaluate your financials.
Well, that's not even type specific to young people. I mean, there's business owners I know that are in their 60s that could use that. And they do it, and it works. And
right.
But are they optimizing it? Are they being smart about it? And it's you can become an expert at it, or you can just hire an expert. And in my opinion, the money is way more spent better to hire someone that knows about that shit, even if you don't like what they're telling you.
Well, and I mean, you've got, for like financial coaching, you've got your Dave Ramsey's, and then there's Caleb something, Hammer or something. He's all over the social media.
I've seen him.
A lot of people, he is very, some people like him, some people don't. He's very brash. But I think some people need that in their lives.
So
that rude awakening of,
yes.
hey, you need to take control of this, or else you're gonna spiral and never recover
the bad
from
guy.
it.
Oh, but he's
Well,
like,
no. I mean,
Like over the top. I don't know.
Yeah.
kind of.
No, so
Dave Ramsey's. Yeah, I'll let you explain it.
he's kicked people off the show just, and it's actually, I
What?
find it very funny because it's the ones that make
Like they won't do it.
They make $1,000 a month, but then they're going on $10,000 Disney vacations and they justify it. And he's like, "How can you justify this?" And then they talk back, and he's like, "You're dumb. You're stupid." And then they fight with him, and he's like, "Get off my show." And so it's interesting because I don't, a lot of people don't talk finances, right, with anybody, and everybody's got the new cars, and you want to keeping up with the Joneses, but you don't realize how much debt most of these people carry.
And the interest rates attached to it
yeah.
too. Like credit card interest rates, I think it's around 29-30%.
Yo.
Yeah.
For mine, that's what it is.
For your age group, yeah.
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 And that's, I got into financial coaching because, like, my husband, he was retired. He's 100% disabled vet. And I had a corporate job, and I lost it. And we weren't doing anything but budgeting. Like, it was bad. And I was the main income person. And when I lost my job, we were screwed. I added up our debt, and we had 6 figures of debt without our house.
Yeah.
Oh.
How hard was that conversation?
I about threw up.
Yeah. It's like, I think anyone who's been married long enough that goes through that cycle and had that talk about money, it can get there's divorces because of it.
That's one of the biggest reasons for divorce.
Yeah.
We just celebrated 20 years, and
Hey, congratulations.
yeah.
Yeah. But the people who could have just stopped and had that conversation, it would have saved their marriage.
We were hiding stuff from each other.
Oh God.
So it was both of our, like, I was the one that balanced the checkbook, but I didn't really. We were using credit left and right. We just, we were trying to impress people and make people happy that, one, aren't in our lives anymore, but, you're kind of trying to buy your happiness. Because we were, there were things going on that were not so great in our lives, so you try to buy shit to make yourself feel better. And
the one that you bounced off it, I've heard you talk about before, and the point in which you say hiding, but you just actually prolong the conversation as long as you can, because it's inevitable. Like, somebody looks at those and pays those bills, and you're like, everything's great. Oh yeah, you saw the bill. Shit. Now things went mega ballistic, and that is really tough for any married person that shares income.
And we made a rule now, and even now that we're, much better off than we were way back when, is anything over $100, we kind of discuss. And it's not like, no, you're not allowed to buy anything.
Right.
We've been married 20 years. We have a joint
He
account.
doesn't have to put in a 3-page dissertation of why he needs these funds.
But it's making, we check in with each other. Like, hey, I'd like to buy this tool. Do we have the money in the checkbook? And it's, hey, we're running a little bit tight before payday. Can you wait until next payday? Or, go for it. It's not.
Yeah.
But it's making sure you have that communication. And I think that's one of the things, like, especially with engaged or newly married couples is creating that communication channel.
Yeah. The one that works.
Right, because you're gonna almost always have a saver and a spender, and they're gonna butt heads. So you have to find ways to communicate with each other about finances. Because, like you said, it's a big reason for divorce.
Yep. And it could have been saved by a conversation, even if it's hard. And that's my only advice to young couples is have that conversation early. Figure out your budget. Stick to it. Don't be a dick. Like, sure, you can splurge now and again, but as long as you can explain yourself of, hey, this was a great
Plan
deal, or have a simple, even if it's a text, hey, babe, this gun's on sale. I really want it. It's worth twice as much as I'm going to pay. Is it cool if I use is the money there?
Right.
You're about to say the
Versus
company credit card.
No. Is the money there? Can I spend it? And if it's absolutely, no problem. And those come up now and again, but it can't be every month.
Right. And
Can't be.
and I think our rule is always, I can't do it right now, and I'm not telling you no.
Yeah.
But let's make a plan for it. Like, I know you want this, and you don't have to validate why you want it. That's just not, I mean, if you've been married long enough, you know how that goes.
I think you just punched a third of our audience in the nose. Go, yeah, that's us. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I think you have to just have rules, guidelines, boundaries. I mean, it's, what we've learned. It took us a while to get there.
Yeah, even in my business, I tell people this. The first time we talk, it's just you book a call with me, and we're going to have a conversation. It's like a blind date. I don't know you, you don't know me. We're just going to have a talk. If everything goes good, we'll move to the next step. I'm looking for a long-term commitment. I'm not looking for one-night stands in business and in my personal life. And that vibes with the right people. And those people get it. The one-night stands are still the one-night stands. The crazy people are still the crazy people. And you can weed them out pretty quickly with a couple of questions and honest conversations. Just a real one-on-one talk.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing to ask and answer those hard questions. That's just my opinion. Wow.
All right.
Goodness.
I have a wild rabbit hole.
All right.
Just speaking of obviously we would want to go buy guns or whatever once a month, but I was talking to my girlfriend about something, I don't know. I was like, I don't really want to spend $40 to go get my hair cut. Like, I feel like that's so much money. She goes, really? It's $40? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't think it's I think it's pretty high. Like, Greg Close is $15 for it. She goes, I spend like $250. I'm like, what? I was like, I must just be naive or something.
Color. That's color.
I don't know.
Trim is, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, that would be like the highlights and the color and the cut.
I mean, it's no different than...
Willie, even someone with long hair, it's still just a basic trim. It should be less than $60 on average. That's even on the high side. You're getting color, treatments, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I have no clue. Either that or she's preparing me just so she can spend that much.
If you want to argue the budget, you better be educated on what the girl's needs are.
She doesn't listen to this, so we can say what we want. Thomas talked so much trash about me. She has yet to hear it. So maybe if we ever got married, I'll let her listen to it. But
what do you mean let her?
She's got to listen to it organically. I'm not going to force her.
She has to choose to listen.
That's right. She's got to choose. Same with my parents.
She doesn't really care who you are.
That's right.
If she wanted to know who you really were, she'd listen. Willie comes out in the podcast.
That's not okay.
So, have you hit any other vehicles or lit anything on fire lately in your area? And for those listening, their house caught fire twice, and I think a car another time, and then
Gavin's car almost went with it.
Saved it though.
Crazy fire marshal, and actually, I think your husband actually got in a fist fight with the fire marshal outside of your property? Like,
This is
he's not
weird.
here.
This
He
is
can't
No,
weird.
we almost got into it with the water guy though.
The
water company guy.
There we go. I knew it
Screw
was-
that
it was-
guy.
So you've lit your house on fire twice. I mean,
No, only
her
once.
house has caught fire. For the insurance people listening out there, they did not light their house on fire.
No.
Their house caught fire.
Tom's gonna ruin
twice.
this whole thing.
The car randomly caught fire, and the only reason I think the house didn't go up in flames is because of Clement's cleaning, to be honest.
Whoa, your house caught fire before that, though, didn't it?
No.
I thought the other side of the house wasn't there.
No, there was a tornado. We had a tornado like a year before.
Okay.
So when insurance came out with the siding all melted from the fire, they were like, "How old's the siding?" I said a year, and she kind of looked at me, and I was like, "We had a tornado a year ago, so here's another claim." Yay!
Do you ever think maybe your property is jinxed?
We're not gonna go there.
It's not Halloween anymore.
It's not. You're right. I'm sorry.
No.
I am a shit disturber. I'm sorry. Here.
So what? And then the car caught fire, and then we had to go buy the new car,
Then the roundabout.
and then some dumb bitch in the roundabout T-boned us, blamed us. I had to separate my husband and.
Do you have a PSA for anyone in Waterloo that deals with the roundabout near
Drive
my shop?
faster.
I mean, that was
Drive faster.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Maybe don't listen to I don't know. Get the fuck.
You have a yield sign.
Go.
And because we got the video from
Fast stop.
Fast Stop.
Yeah.
And she got it too.
You
But
had a dash cam too, didn't you?
No, because the car was only 3 days old.
That was the video from the. Oh wow.
That was a video from the gas station.
All right, I didn't know that.
So Dom gets out of the car and she T-boned. She hit right where my son was.
Oh
Yeah, you're taking him to school.
Yeah, we were taking him to school first thing in the morning.
shit.
So we pull in, or he pulls over and he gets out. Hey, are you like normal human beings are asking if she's okay? How could you do that to me? And he was like, "Whoa, you T-boned me! Like, what the hell?" So I had to.
And again, are you okay?
Yeah. So I turn around in the car. I ask my son if he's okay, and then I get out and I call 911, and she's going. And I already knew my husband's normally cool, calm, and collected, but she called him Buddy. Listen here, Buddy, and then that ended the calm, cool, collected person that he is. So 911 could hear them yelling at each other. I was standing in the middle, and cops showed up shortly thereafter. Come to find out, she called her insurance, got her car fixed, never told them that she
was
hit
in an
somebody.
accident?
So when I called with the claim number,
They're like, what?
State Farm was like, there was another car in the accident. I was like,
yeah.
oh, I got video.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh.
Oh, shit.
They saw the video and they're like, here's a settlement. We're going to cover medical bills. They'll cover Devlin if there's any medical bills for my son up until he's 21 related to the accident. They
Oh,
cover.
nice.
Wow.
Is Devlin in public school or the Catholic school?
He goes to Peter and Paul Catholic school. He's in 8th grade there, so he'll be going to Jabot next year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
budget.
boy. Yeah.
Go back to that budget.
We were talking to Jeff Vogt about how he paid for his own going to Jabot. I don't know what year he said he graduated, but
Oh.
yeah, he said.
I've heard rumors. I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I have ideas. Not excited, but it is what it is.
Did you get new ink on your arm?
Uh-uh.
All right. I
No.
never really noticed how much ink you have.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not a tattoo guy or a person, but yeah.
I've got an idea for my next tattoo. It's
Oh,
just
shit.
trying to St. Michael.
All right.
Patron
Nice.
saint of law enforcement and military.
Sleeve.
So I don't know if I'm gonna start my other sleeve because there's obviously no room on this arm. If I'm gonna do sleeve or if it's even gonna be like a thigh tattoo, I don't know yet.
You have any ink on your legs?
I do not. I have one on my foot, and that was the worst one out of all of my tattoos. Was the one on top of my foot.
That sounds super painful.
Oh, it was.
Willie, you got any ink?
No. No, do I look like a kid that goes and gets...
Well, I've never seen you naked, so I don't know. It's a legitimate question, sir.
No, I don't.
Easy. I know my
What do I
son
fucking look
doesn't
like
have
over
any
here?
ink.
Fucking pansy?
I know I don't have any ink, but you're wearing a long sleeve flannel shirt, and it's
I wear long sleeves all the
63 degrees
time.
out. So
Yeah, I wear long sleeves all the time.
Your girlfriend doesn't beat you, does she?
There's some
You're
bruises.
hiding some bruises. Alright, that's fine.
Mostly
That's
mental
why,
bruises.
You know, we leave the bruises where you can't see them.
Right. Alright. If she ever listened, she would probably not like me.
No.
She seems like a wonderful person, honestly. I've met her once, and
Yeah.
she seems very pleasant.
No, she said the same about you, so...
Way too cute for you, but
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it is what it is. So, big plans for Devlin and, Christmas break or this summer? I mean, it's this
Eve.
big transition
So-
from junior high to high school.
Yeah, I
and-
have to. Our contract company, we're taking a month. We have to take a month break for it's this whole. If you're a contractor with one company for 2 years, I want to say it was because of Microsoft. You should be converted to an employee. So a lot of
Okay.
contract companies make you take a break in between your contracts. It's whatever. It's corporate BS. So I will be taking a month off and going on a road trip in my new car for the first time. It'll be interesting. It's an EV. And we're going to go down to see my sister in Charleston, South Carolina. And we're going to stop a couple Buc-ee's along the way. Make sure we stop at those.
How long since you've seen your sister last?
It's probably been at least 3 years.
And for those of you who can't see the video, because we don't do video, she's wearing a Buc-ee sweatshirt. So
I am wearing
I thought it was
Oh, it's Chuck E.
Represent,
Cheese.
man.
It's
But-
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
You know, I didn't know Buc-ee's. I apologize again.
There's not even one close. I think
Columbia, or no,
Branson.
Springfield.
Yeah, I think Springfield.
somewhere over there.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
You guys
First
are
one I went to was outside of Atlanta.
way more knowledgeable of Buc-ee's. What's the skinny on it?
It's
The
like
best
the
gas
size
station.
of a Walmart on
it's
the
a
inside,
gas
but it's
station.
and they have like fresh brisket and barbecue and
Yeah.
it's
What?
like amazing barbecue.
Oh, dude, it's an all-in-one.
It's a gas station
Yes.
with fresh barbecue.
Yeah, they have like a
smoked brisket.
Yeah.
in the center they've got like smokers and it's spectacular.
Breakfast sandwiches,
That's no joke.
popcorn, you fucking name it.
Candies out the wazoo.
Oh, like every
beef
beef
jerky.
Yep.
This
Merchandise,
is
chairs,
southern,
coolers.
Southern,
No, it's more East Coast. They're starting.
How
This
many
one-
gas pumps do you say
one-
Buc-ee's has? Like 120?
Oh, it's something stupid. Yeah.
If Buc-ee's would like to sponsor us, we're open. Just send contact information to Dude's Playground. Attention, Rich Melching. We would love to sponsor Buc-ee's or Buc-ee's to sponsor us.
I saw
We're
like
just throwing it out there. you
like
know.
a white elephant idea. This dude got like the 5-gallon bucket and went into Buc-ee's with the
filled-
bucket and filled it with all kinds of Buc-ee stuff, and that was his white elephant gift. I was like, that is the best fucking gift ever.
Damn.
A 5-gallon bucket full of soda or just
No,
random?
Buc-ee's. So like
Like,
they have.
That's a pretty good-
Not,
That's
Think
not
of it
bad.
like
That's not bad.
Think of it like
Walmart.
great value merchandise. Think of it's not that quality, but
No.
think of as if you were to go to Walmart and you got a great value bucket of great value stuff. But
And
instead
they-
it's Buc-ee's.
Koozies. Oh, they've got like the pajama onesies, and everybody
it's-
buys them because they're funny. Blankets.
If you needed a cowboy hat with a dual koozie with straws,
Yes,
they
with
have
the
it.
Buc-ee's logo. Yes,
Oh my gosh. Okay. I
it's.
cannot believe I've never been to one. And actually,
I can't believe you haven't heard of them.
You have a cup from.
Yeah, I got a Buc-ee's cup.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna stop at Buc-ee's. I think overnight in Tennessee, and then we're gonna drive down. We discovered he thinks he knows what college he wants to go to. It's a.
Oh shit.
I know.
What?
I know.
He's a. What?
He wants to do business law.
God, your kid is.
Now is he gonna go
Your
to
kid is
the
such an old
college
soul.
in the Appalachians there?
So he's looking at, and it's one of those TikTok universities, whatever.
Yeah.
It's High Point University. It is a private Christian school, but it does look like a country club. Like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna because it's all over.
yeah, I mean
you
it's
see it
a
on-
Christian school. It's
right? But it's out of this world.
Yeah.
But we are looking at him doing Air Force or Army ROTC.
and it would pay for his 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do this plan it now, because if he wants to get an ROTC scholarship, he's got to start like freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
And then what we've discovered is he can do the 4 years of ROTC, get his undergrad, and then apply, and they've got a law school now. And then he can go kind of do a delay and then go to law school. And after law school, he would pretty much be commissioned and be a military lawyer. So, and then do his 4 to 6 years, get out, and then he wants to do corporate law. And then he's also looking at, this university has a minor in Chinese, because he's also looking at even starting at Chibo, doing Chinese as his foreign language.
Do they have Chinese at Japan?
No, but they actually, it sounds like they have a program where if you don't want to take like Spanish or French, you can do almost like online foreign language.
Huh.
So that's what we're going to look into it.
Okay.
Because
Is that through the school?
it's like an online, they have a partnership with
Or like
something.
Duolingo or something like that.
Or
Yeah.
it's a
That's the
Illinois education.
Chibo using Duolingo.
That's
That's
they can
Wow.
use
That would be wild.
external apps and vendors to deliver the knowledge that the kids need. It's unconventional.
It's like Illinois Department of Education has a program of sorts, and I've
That's
done
where
a
I
little
get
bit of
my
research.
That's what.
yeah. Whenever it doesn't go into their
Chinese,
fucking
Could
pockets.
he have not have picked a harder language?
So initially it was Japanese. He's actually started doing the Duolingo.
Japanese is easier.
It is.
So I have heard. I do not.
Oh,
speak
yeah.
The only language you know is English, motherfucker.
Bullshit. El Baño.
What does that mean?
Bathroom.
In what language?
Spanish.
Okay.
Cerveza, por favor.
The important one.
Yeah.
No hablo.
No hablo inglés.
No hablo español.
Parlez-vous français?
Tu tienes un
Hey,
benimorona?
if I made it through South America and Argentina without knowing a single thing of Spanish, you can make it anywhere.
Wait, you made it through South America?
Yeah, I went to
What?
Argentina for like 3 weeks.
Without a
4
lick of
weeks.
Spanish.
I didn't know anything about Spanish.
I mean, did you have to, or did you choose to?
Did I choose to go, or did I choose to go without Spanish knowledge?
Did you have
But
to
both.
leave the country because people were coming after you?
Oh, yeah,
Or did
yeah.
you
That's a
choose
normal-
to leave
yeah.
the country as a fun-filled vacation in a foreign land?
No, I just wanted to go.
Okay.
Would he tell you if it was the first one?
Yeah, I'm on a list.
Right.
I feel he would. I feel he would.
Yeah.
He didn't pass the background check. We should know this.
There is a no. There's a no-fly
What's the
list.
statute here?
There's no.
Right.
There's no cross borders list.
It was, I mean, it was
Fly don't
fine.
fly.
It was sketchy a little bit, but I mean, most of the time you just blabber English and people kind of understood what you said. So.
It's a cool thing about third world countries. Most of them speak English
Yep.
because that's where the money comes from.
Islands, 100%.
It's
For now.
kind of a general saying, but it's kind of true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Because
See,
you
he
go
wants
to.
to learn Mandarin Chinese because in the business world, knowing Chinese would be successful. Mexico wants to do
yeah.
business law.
Yeah.
That's
I had a buddy that he had no business background whatsoever. He dropped out of college 2 years and just the awfulest guy, but he knew Spanish. He took Spanish a lot and it was in his family. That guy is the most successful person of all my friend group because it was easier to teach him the business aspect of it. He works for Mutual Omaha,
yeah.
but he has completely Spanish clients. And the money's there. It was easier.
That's
to
smart
teach
for
you
Devlin to learn Chinese, though.
It was easier to
Because
teach
as the
you
BRICS nations
business
become
than it
more and
was
more
the
prevalent,
language.
their currency becomes
That's-
used by
Right.
more and more of the world.
Yep.
It's going to be more and more
And
prevalent.
that's, yeah, so that's, we'll see if he can do it while he's at Chibo.
That'd be awesome.
And then the university, it looks like they have a minor in Chinese. So
Nice.
I mean, again, I know he's young and he hasn't even started high school, but if,
youngish.
well,
Yeah.
It's good that he's thinking about
If
this
you don't
stuff.
start now, somebody else has started their kids in kindergarten, so
oh, well,
you
yeah,
might as
there's
well.
those. Yeah.
You might
but,
as well.
I mean, he has seen, you know, I got my master's when he was really young, and then he watched my husband get his PhD. Like, you know, he wants to be successful. He's been wanting to be a lawyer for years, so he hasn't changed his mind yet. So
Right.
we'll see.
He did.
Right.
so far he did choose the most boringest lawyer profession, but
Okay, but
If boring makes money, let's be boring.
true.
yeah. And if it gets him to the goals that he's shooting for,
Right.
Whatever.
And I think part of it too, and that's, with both my husband and I being veterans, we want him to join to have that experience, but I want him to join as an officer. I don't want him to be enlisted like we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. His life will be so much better as an officer.
So when you moved here, what'd you say, 9
8
years?
and a half.
Yeah, something
9,
like that.
yeah.
What was the toughest thing that you found in our community? What was the hardest point?
Local hurdle.
Yeah, local herder.
Hurdle.
Thank you, Billy. Sorry. Herds and whatnot.
I think I was trying to, and this may just be kind of because of where my son goes to school, is fitting in with that group of people. Is we were out like total outsiders, and I still remember the kindergarten intro night, and it was go around the table because you get like a sponsor family to kind of show you the ropes at Peter and Paul, and it was like I went here and my mom went here and my grandma went here, and my husband and I are like, what the fuck?
We moved here 4 years ago.
Well, and it also was my husband and I, I went to 10 different schools growing up, and my husband
Whoa.
also went to about 10 different schools because I was a military family, so I moved around a lot. So for me, it's no big deal if there's new kids or not.
But your son was not used to that.
No, and I'm also not used to a community where it's multi-generations living in the same county. Like it
On the
just
same street.
On the same houses, same
it's
land.
weird. It
Yeah.
still trips me out
It is weird.
because I'm just not
It's
used to
unusual for any part of the country.
it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Really.
because I was like, I don't. I grew up around military bases, so I'm not. Yeah, for me, I think that's the hardest part. Is everybody knows everybody. And it's a small town,
Yeah.
right? So it's got that small town kind of community, but it's people knowing your business.
So was SPPS family welcoming to you?
They were. I mean, there's always going to be.
There's always that dick.
Right.
There's always that, judgy person.
PTO mom.
That's where the situation came from, was PTO. So I did it with the kindergarten year, and after that, I was like, hey, I gave it
My mom
a
did
good old call.
PTO my kindergarten year at Zano too, and then after that was it.
That I did not.
Yep.
Nope, no more volunteering for me on that one. No. But we've made our own. We have our own friends now, and But I think that was the hardest part to get over, is this small town life, because it's just not something I'm used to.
Yeah.
And
And I don't think it's uncommon, but I think it's not recognized in other areas as much as we recognize it here. There's a lot of money, a lot of media in Waterloo, Monroe County, but in Kentucky where I was, that was every other small town. It was all 5 of the same families that had been there for 150 years. But it's just nobody really knew that. They just drive through it, so they don't ever know. They don't know that Grandpa owns the grocery store and Grandma owns the, sewing shop or whatever. People don't know that just driving through. So it is everywhere, I guess, but just not in as, I guess, what do you call it? Modernized or, I don't know. But
Well, the name,
Waterloo is just
you see the names, or you see, and you're like, doesn't that name also do that business?
Yeah.
And it's just
isn't my plumber the same god dang last name as my doctor?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The guy who poured my concrete, I just talked to his grandma at Schnucks.
But it's great though when you need, you're getting concrete work and you're like, hey, do you know any electricians? Yeah, my cousin, and you're like, sweet, that is, I do like that. We have an HVAC person that we know really well, but he knows the electrician that he uses for his, so I like that.
It's like your own, I don't know, this is a bad comparison coming from me, but it's like having your own, if you were to work at a hospital, you have a list of people that you call. It's literally like having that for your own home in the county. You just have a quick hit list. if you need anything done, you just pick from those 40 people that you know, and they're guaranteed to have somebody that's got your back.
I'm more on Erin's side of this too. As I moved here in '93, and the anonymity of a big town, or you haven't lived there that long. I mean, you know people, you can Google it. Well, you couldn't Google it. Yellow Pages back then, but but yeah, the anonymity of nobody really knows my business unless they're in my inner circle. Here, whether they're in your inner circle or not, they are going to know your business for better or for worse. Hopefully, it's for better, but and some of the pluses of the community is, even when it's a minus, our community tries to step up and support each other. The newer you are, the less support you get because you're an outsider, and you moved here a lot later than I did, and I get it, and I can empathize.
Well, I think my parents moved here in '93 as well, and I don't know how my dad got tied in with local, and because he had his own business too, and just started his own business in '93, gunsmithing and stuff. And when you don't know anybody, it's not normal for somebody random to just come buy guns from you either. But so it's like a.
But if you are true to your word, you're a good human being. You're accepted quickly.
Yep.
You live or die by your reputation or the word of mouth. One bad instance, 100%. You're screwed. Over years, you can show your quality of character. You get, I guess, props or cred, street creds, Waterloo street cred.
Well, that was, I think, my newest client. We were at my husband's graduation down in Orlando, and I got an email that a client, booked a 6-package session, and I never heard the name. I was like, I have no.
They're from Waterloo.
And they're from Waterloo, and so I reached out because I was obviously on vacation. We were at Gatorland, and my son was actually getting ready to get on a gator. It was pretty cool.
You're like, oh my god, go!
Right, it was.
Yay!
He was in line to sit on a gator, and I get an email, and I was like, what? It was pretty funny. But I reached out to her, and she saw me at a speaking event. It's a women's collective event that's here that has local women's businesses that are supported. It's run by Juniper and Sage and a hair bar, because I'm great friends with them. And she had left earlier in the evening, but I had put in my card and a little flyer, and she called me through that. And it was like, wow, that's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
And so I'm actually meeting with her here in a couple of days.
Well, just so we don't miss it, how would people get in touch with you for help?
So I am on Facebook. Juliano Financial Solutions is my business. I think I've interacted with Clements before. I've got a website too, but I think Facebook is probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Juliano Financial Solutions.
I cannot stress it enough for you young couples out there who are
It's easier
not
to have the
listening.
conversation sooner than later.
It's not a give Erin $20,000 and she's gonna straighten your life out. You can have a simple conversation with her for 10-20 minutes, and she's gonna try to help you. If she can help you further, she will, and she'll tell you. But the knowledge, it's not passed on generational anymore.
No.
I never had that conversation with my mom and dad.
I had no idea.
Me and Brandy had to learn that shit as we were going and making those mistakes, and they're hard mistakes, and I couldn't even imagine making those same mistakes now, as far as credit cards and predatory financing and lending practices go. It's super scary. You can be bankrupt before you have your first kid nowadays, quickly, and that's the knowledge that no one really has.
I joined the military at 18, and back then when you actually had minutes on your cell phone, I'd go over my minutes every month.
Shut the fuck up.
You had a time limit?
Like you have to,
I remember too.
Yeah. And so like
the old Nextels.
Yeah.
or like even sprint. I think it was sprint because I was down in Mississippi.
Yes.
My training was down in Mississippi, so you had like 300 minutes that you could use a month.
Yeah, and that was.
And they
cheap,
weren't long distance.
But you went
minutes.
1 minute
Just minutes straight.
It was like $300.
Oh yeah, so I would get a bill and it's like my overages is like $300, and when you're an E1 in the military, you make like $420 a paycheck. Oh my god! Like that was
Whoa,
it.
that's terrible.
And I mean, my car payment was $200 for a Ford Focus, and then my insurance was $320 a month, and like so I had like no money. So I kept going over. My cell phone bill was always high, and then I get to Scott. That's where I got stationed, and the military gives you pretty much. They're like, oh, there's an easy credit card. It's called
here
a
you
Star
go.
Card,
Yeah,
and
we got you.
I every month would pretty much max it out on gas and cigarettes and fast food. That is what I maxed it out on every single month. It just
They make it easy.
oh
And you want to see some unapparent poor people? Go to a military base. Any military base.
you've got
Some unapparent poor ass sons of bitches.
so you've got
90% of them.
The guys-
Minus the officers, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
but it's the young guys that go to the dealerships right outside the base that have 15% interest driving a Dodge Charger.
No.
Like
$40,000 car. That,
and you make $1,000 a month.
yeah.
Like, it's probably better than it like when I was
No, that car is $60,000 now, so it's
Right.
even worse. And then your interest rate is 9%. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's even worse.
Man, they look cool and they feel good.
That's-
and the predatory practices make it so easy because they're young, dumb, and full of cum, and they don't know any better because there's no one teaching them it.
Yeah. So, one of the things too, like my services, I have one. I always start, we have the 15, 20-minute conversation. What are your goals? Why are you calling me? Because somebody's not going to call me when their budget's working, right?
Yeah.
You're going to call me,
Right. Hey, everything's awesome. Hey.
right?
Good. Nice talking to you. Have a good day.
You're calling me when you're in a situation like, we just lost half of our income and we've got debt out of our eyeballs and
Or another kid.
or another kid's
something.
coming. Like,
Yeah.
yes, that's, and I can, we can talk through your goals, and I've got like a 2-hour session where you send me all your information and I plug it in. And I think the biggest thing for every single one of my clients that I have worked with and done, I have my own tool that I use, this budget, like spreadsheet, Google Doc thing, and it breaks it down every month by budget category. What do you think is the biggest category people think they spend less on?
People think they spend less on.
Eating out.
Food or entertainment.
Food's the most.
I was gonna say
Eating out.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
Think about Starbucks,
You collect
scooters.
Yeah, any food.
$12
You
a
can't
coffee.
just-
Yeah, it's anything.
You collect that shit.
Yeah.
The number will blow. The other one I'm gonna throw out there that I would thought Netflix or
Subscriptions. Yep.
subscriptions. You have no idea when you're sitting at home bored. Oh, it's $8.99. Well, you did that 10 times that.
Well,
That's
no.
$89.
It was $8.99 when you signed up for it 6 years ago. Now it's
Yeah.
fucking $21, and they sent you an email, and somehow it was in your junk, and you didn't know
And
it.
it's no different than the credit cards. Is I don't actually see the money going out. I just get the bill at the end of the month. But if you're true and you look at those budgets
Right.
and those numbers at the
Right.
end of the month, you're like,
Yeah.
holy
But
shit.
then, yeah, you sign up for the Apple TV or the Netflix, and you're like, oh, it's only $9.
Right.
But you have Netflix, Apple, Paramount, Peacock, because guess what?
Tubi.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a line item on my own budget is TV subscriptions.
Yeah.
Because I know, there are different shows on different channels, but it is food, even groceries.
Groceries are outrageous.
They're stupid, but it's eating out because it's, I think like one of the couples I work with, he works for the city and is always driving around and always around town. It's hard for him to bring lunch or, who wants to eat a freaking cold cut sandwich every day? So what are you going to do? You're going to,
I did it for 5 years.
Yeah.
I wasn't spending
But-
$1.
but people,
It's hard to do.
You have to change your mindset.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's not
It's
normal
hard.
people. It's
Yeah.
I'm driving by McDonald's.
Applebee's.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
$12.
Yeah.
That's
What's
no
it?
big
$12
deal, right?
$12 a day for 7 days.
That shit adds up,
That shit-
and people don't realize it. And that's what I like about like what I've developed is, with my clients is I can do like a one-time 2-hour session where we go over your budget. Here's where you're spending. Here's my suggestions. Good luck. Like if you want to, and then, or I have packages where, hey, first we're going to go over where are you spending now. Yeah. And then we have sessions. Okay, we're going to focus on this. I also have topics that I like to go over with couples about the communication and lifestyle, because there's some people, Tom and I've already said, we grew up not knowing how to budget, where some kids their parents were great and taught them how to do this shit. Yeah. And then those two marry each other. So we talk through a lot of those kind of communication things while working on your budget going forward. So, I think, my husband and I, like I said, 20 years now, but we almost got divorced, married. The money was one part of it. So I like to use my experience, and I love seeing people make that change. Like you eating sandwiches, yeah, if you can explain that, hey, you may need to eat sandwiches for the next year to get rid of this credit card, but you're dedicated now. Like, hey, you had that oh shit moment, because we've had ours a couple times.
Every couple has those oh shit moments, and you can either change or die. That's kind of a no bullshit.
Jesus Christ, man.
Not literally die, but your relationship can die.
Yeah.
So, or you can change. Because some people have blinders on. They don't want to, everything's cool. Yeah, okay, we're hemorrhaging $2,000 a month that we don't have money for. Eventually, someone's going to want their money.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Settle it now before the collectors call.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or you're hiding shit, which makes your communication with your partner worse.
Yep. That's worse than, in my opinion, that's worse than infidelity in the bedroom, is infidelity in your finances. It can get you a lot more.
No, yeah, it's lying.
So, I don't know if I can say this. I have a close buddy from college that he met a girl in college and they got married, and no big deal, everything was great. Well, he was working and trying to have his own business, and then she was working. Well, she decided she wanted to quit. Well, he decided that, they could make it work for a little while, but she still needed to get a job eventually, Well, months go by, she's unemployed, getting unemployment, he's paying for everything, she's eating, the money's going away faster than he can make it. And then finally they had a conversation about, like, hey, here he brought to the table, he said, hey, like, we need to have a conversation, like, we need to be looking for a job, or we need to do something, because, like, I can't pay for everything.
This is not sustainable.
Yeah. And he was willing to have a conversation. She brought divorce papers home the next day.
Wow.
They're not even 25, 24, not even married 2 years, I don't think. Come to find out, she's racking credit cards up. She's got 2 or 3 different names she's been applying for unemployment with. And then she's going back to school and, using that, getting money there. So she has credit card debt, unemployment, shit going on, 2 or 3 different names. And then going back to school, she's got those bills too. And part of the divorce, like, it's in his name too, because they're married. So he couldn't move anywhere with his business because he's tied up with half of the shit that she's run up. Yeah. And so he's sitting there just like, what, well, I'm shit out of...
Kind of shame on him. He should have better...
Before they got married, it should have been a conversation.
Before you get married, do not be offended if I want to run a credit check on you. It is 2020.
Maybe not on the first date.
2020. It's not first date shit, but... Well, I mean... Or have that conversation,
What do you do on... Like, I've talked to people about, a prenup. Some people are adamant about signing prenup, and some people are like, no, that's like,
I'm doing it.
But I mean, I feel like sometimes you may, that would spook people away at least, if they had ill intention.
Make them on the same page at least, like, hey, motherfucker, we got this agreement.
That's like over and beyond. If you can just have a simple conversation and say, where's your debt to income ratio? What are your finances?
Well, you don't want to get married and then find out your partner has $60,000 in student loans.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what?
Blindside. Yay.
Yeah, because now
you're screwed.
Yeah.
You're on the hook for $30,000
legally.
Even if you left. To have those conversations beforehand, to incur them as you're being married, I don't know. I'm kind of a dick. Shame on him for not paying attention to the finances of the family. Because once you're married, you're legally bound to half of it. But prior to that, absolutely.
But if she did that after they got married, though, and he didn't realize it,
He didn't know.
Shame on him.
It sucks.
Shame on him.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's still, he's, I don't know, they've been together for a while, so, how do you, I don't know. But yeah.
People hide their true nature.
Yeah. They can for a long time too.
Yeah.
And
he's not local.
Finances
He's not local from
more than
around.
infidelity.
Yeah, he's not local from around here, but she's from Belleville, so I just accept that for what it is.
Yeah.
People will hide their expenditures harder than they would infidelity, in my opinion.
I will say being single is very cheap.
This is a guy who hasn't even told his landlord the heat's on.
I rent's cheap. It's cheap. I pay $600 a month to
You
have
are a
way more space than I need.
frugal individual, and you're gonna find the right one. That's
I have
your match. Bro.
my budget every month involves purchasing precious metals, and to meet that quota, I have to make cuts to my diet, my partying lifestyle. So it's frozen pizzas and no nightclubs, and yeah.
At least
Calling my landlord is something that I have to do, but
That's
I really don't want to deal with it. It's 57 degrees right now. It's kind of nice.
For everyone out there, this is just an ongoing thing that I've been razzing my son about.
For like a month now.
your house is it's really like 57 in your place.
No. I mean, outside right now is like, what,
outside,
65?
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. But you didn't have heat whenever.
Well, I mean, it got down to
cold.
40 when it was like 18 out, but I got a space heater.
Yeah, but what about the water lines in the walls?
Thank you,
I
guys.
mean, I guess you don't own it, so it doesn't matter.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is he liable for it if he doesn't tell his landlord
Ooh.
about
I
it?
mean, I don't know.
I didn't know about it. Hey, I'll tell him about it before this podcast releases, so I'm not legally liable
You're
for
off the
it.
hook.
Hey, it's on the record. It's on the record.
Right? They don't know today's date. Okay. We don't have a camera, but Tom just yanked his chain and said, "I'm gonna go pee." So
See, I had a client that came to me wanting me to fix his life, and he was single. He was spending over $1,000 a month at bars.
whoa.
I mean, he made stupid money. He was like
really?
a business, like, and I'm like, I mean, you can realistically fit this in your budget. Like, I'm not. I mean, he made, oh my god, he made so much money. But then he was mad when I'm like, well, if you want to invest more, you need to cut in other areas. And he didn't want to cut his bar social budget. And I'm like, that was the first client I ever had to say, you know what? I think you need to find someone else to help, because if he wasn't willing
To change the
Compromise.
to no, he wanted me to work with what he had, but he wasn't willing to change or compromise or nothing.
See, and that's what I did. Well, last fall, I ran through my numbers. I don't know. I was just because I was hanging out with friends because I had just moved back, so I was still catching up with friends, and I guarantee I was spending $300 a week at just going out. And I was just like, yeah, I think I would rather have a truck than $1,200 a month at the bar. Like, that's bullshit.
Right.
So I'm just gonna not do that anymore.
Yeah, casually just spend like $15,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was only like a couple months. It was just when the weather was
Right,
good.
right.
But, I mean,
If you were to do it at that pace, though, for the entire year,
I can't even imagine what I spent in college. I spent all cash, so I have no clue.
cash is king, man.
Thank God. Yeah.
That's actually a good way to budget yourself is by using cash.
The envelope.
Yeah.
So Dave Ramsey does the whole envelope system with the cash. Like
Yep.
that's, we started when I lost my job and all that. That I found Dave Ramsey, and that's kind of how I made my journey. And
Using the baby steps
is
and all
using
that.
the baby steps. And there are certain things that I don't agree with Dave Ramsey.
Me as well.
You buy a car with cash, like you never finance anything. You want your
You
credit
can't.
score.
Right.
Yeah.
I
your
tried to
credit
buy a
score
car
to be
with cash,
zero.
and they told me to get lost.
Yeah, and I
Seriously?
just
Yeah. They won't let you.
Probably thought it was stolen money.
They won't let you.
and he's very like cut up all your credit cards and like no, you can have one.
Yeah.
You have to be smart. Like if you want to use a credit card for points, that's if you're smart about it and you pay off your credit card every month, then you know but that's where I kind of very divert from him. But in cash it's
so much easier to keep control of.
Yeah.
Because you can see it in front of you, like, okay, I have this amount for this activity. Do I really want to give it up
put
for
only a $100 bill in my pocket? That way I don't want to break it. And then whenever I have to break it, it's like, well, I guess I might as well spend the whole thing.
No, I do the same shit with big bills. Like, I really don't want to break this. I like this in my wallet.
I'm like, I got a $5 and $5. And I'm like, I can go get a Monster.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it goes super quick when it's smaller bills.
Yep.
You're thinking to yourself, like, 7 ones? That's not a big deal. $7.
I'm a big fan of switching to the cash system for my groceries. Like every month, or I'm sorry, every pay period, we allocate $140 per week to spend on groceries. That was a huge transition of paying cash, because when you're out of cash, you just can't buy anymore.
Oh, dude, but minus points, or like the only bad thing is the tellers at Schnucks fucking have to cancel the sale every time. And they get pissed at you for using cash.
What?
Or at least me, because I'm like the only motherfucker that uses cash in the grocery store.
Self-checkouts don't pay cash.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
One side of them. Schnucks.
Left side's cash, right side's credit.
Yep.
And there's only a few at Walmart that don't take cash.
And pro tip, you do not have to put $1 at a time in the cash receptacle. If your bill is $117, you can put $120 in the thing and it'll just take it all.
No shit.
No fucking way. You did not figure that out by yourself.
You just put a wad in.
My friend Mike Pace told me that. He's like, yeah, you
just put a wad in and it'll give you the change.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And you're supposed to trust that?
Well, I mean, do simple math.
Have you not seen the news about Instacart?
Oh, that's
Instacart?
What? That's completely different scenario.
Still
Willie, I'd like for you to expand upon that thought.
A little computer.
Right? Well,
I don't know what it is either.
So I was watching the news this morning, and this is an international or national thing, I guess, not really local, but anybody that uses Instacart locally should wake the hell up because they're an idiot probably. But anyway, Instacart has been. I don't really. Yeah,
right.
Well,
that's how you really feel.
I've tried it once, and it's. But anyway, so Instacart, over however many years it's been out, they have been estimating the price of, say, a dozen eggs at Walmart. They have been estimating it. So anybody within a 5-mile span of Waterloo Walmart could have been paying anywhere in a difference of price of 7%.
So I remember doing during COVID, I ordered Instacart once, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And of course you have to go to Schnucks because that's where the only one that we could do at the time. And I was like, this is no.
Yeah, that's the way I thought.
And then because when we lived in Caseyville, the Walmart at Collinsville had grocery pickup, and I discovered it then when we were there, and I loved it. I used it all the time, and I was so excited when we got it because it's not using cash.
That was in 2017, 18.
That we got it here?
No, that they were using online or pick up groceries, and
it was before we moved here.
It was before COVID.
Yeah, oh well.
I didn't even know that was a thing before COVID.
Oh, it was.
And they would deliver out to you?
Well, no.
Pickup.
But grocery pickup, where you order online.
I didn't even know that was a thing before
For
COVID.
those listening, Erin doesn't live like crazy 20 miles out in the middle of Rocher. She's
Foster Pond.
Yeah.
So.
But I also, where it's not necessarily cash, I think Walmart grocery pickup is probably another thing that is great for your budget. Because when I go into the store, especially if my husband was with me, I go with my list, and then you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get this, and then we just went to Costco. My Costco list would have been probably $80, and my husband and I walked out $300 later.
Yep.
Just the other day.
Would it be
Every
better
time.
if you didn't take your husband with you?
Yes.
Okay.
He normally asks, "Hey, you want me to go with you?" Nope.
No.
He acts offended, and then I'm
I
like,
am
no.
also an awful. I see it shiny.
Right.
Yeah.
But say you do
I'm that guy too.
Walmart grocery pickup, I buy exactly what I need.
On a list.
It's on my list,
in
and
your
I'm
cart.
done. Best thing ever. I swear by it.
Yeah, because you don't get suckered by the end cap aisles. That's what gets me.
So anyway, so Instacart was charging people a dozen eggs should have been like $2.89. They were charging people up to $5 for a
That's
dozen eggs
freaking ridiculous.
for 5 different people in the same damn area. Like, that's ridiculous. And so somebody found that out yesterday, and then all of a sudden today's news story, the first news story was Instacart cancels their AI price thing. Oh, wonder why.
All AI. No.
Because they just found out they had been
They
fucking
just
people.
found out.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
just
Right,
found
yeah.
out. There was a COVID surcharge for the last 5 years.
Sorry.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna
That wasn't
make it
supposed
better.
to be
Thank
there.
you for all your millions.
Yeah. And the same thing, I saw something the other day, like insurance companies, they're publishing record profits. Explain that to me. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just
We can talk about insurance companies,
Yeah, I
man.
don't
How
really
much
want
they're
to.
a fucking
We can
racket.
talk about it
I
forever.
haven't had health insurance for 2 years now.
You have to have health.
Fuck no, you don't.
You do. I
Hospitals accept payment plans.
I've always had it, and I just had a conversation with a gal that because I'm starting to question all of my stuff because I think I'm paying too much, and I already cut my business insurance in half just by having a conversation with somebody else.
How'd you do that?
Just called a different place.
Who do you go for now?
I go through a broker in Columbia now. I want them on the podcast, so I don't want to talk trash.
You don't have to give props to the person you're using now that saved you a bunch of money.
Oh, I haven't switched yet. It was just a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
'cause
but they're gonna be, but they're gonna
liability
save me on my business,
the-
but they're gonna double my auto. So like, that's
Okay,
Our
that's-
liability
okay.
insurance is the third highest expense I pay in my business.
yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I beat a dead horse, but like a buddy and I a couple years ago, we had surgery. We didn't have surgery together, but we each had the same kind of surgery. And his insurance was billed $65,000. Well, I had just moved from Kentucky, so I didn't have insurance that would cover Missouri, which is bullshit. But I ended up having to pay for it all out of pocket. It was like $7,000. So there was that difference of the same exact procedure. Maybe a different doctor, but same exact procedure. There's a $60,000 difference. Please tell me we're not being scammed.
Right.
Or you see, like when I pick up my meds at Walgreens, and it's like, or you save blah blah this amount of money with insurance. So you're charging my insurance $50, but I only paid 83 cents for this antibiotic.
Yeah.
And
That's
if you
going to
didn't
the
have
insurance company.
it probably would have been $5.
Right.
That's what doesn't make sense.
If you want to talk about it, man, Whiteman's Pharmacy, that's why they went out of business. Because all of their money, all their profits are going to the insurance companies.
He's going to be on the podcast.
Oh, he is?
He?
He
Yeah.
is? Awesome. All right, I'll stop talking
I
about that.
got them locked in.
Nice.
It's probably
Nice.
the end of February.
We were just because went to Stubborn the other day, and we were parked in front of Whiteman's, and my husband was just
Yeah.
we actually talked about it like.
It's such a shame.
Steve and his
shame.
family's in a good place. They own that entire building, and they're going to be fine. But I do miss that local hometown pharmacy, and I went out to Walgreens now, and my prescriptions, which is a high cholesterol, blood pressure, and basically a Prilosec, which is a gut. Me and Brandy me and my wife Brandy are on the same medication. Mine's a little bit higher dosage than hers. I pay $87 out of pocket for 3 months. She pays $23 out of pocket for 3 months supply. And it's just a little bit tweak of the same medication. But
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I know a lot of places like because we have retired military insurance. So there are a lot of places that won't take our insurance. And then like my husband and I went to like counselors, marriage counseling and stuff, and a lot of them won't take our medical insurance for counseling because it's such a pain in the butt
they
to
don't
use
wanna
our
deal with it.
insurance. They don't want to deal with it. And they accept it, but they're like, because I just
That's
try and get care.
for
instead
me.
of try
That's
care.
the whole insurance throws a freaking wrench in your budgeting because
Oh,
you
yeah.
never know.
And really, there's a lady in our small business group, Monroe County Connection, Limitless Chiropractic.
Yep, she doesn't do.
She doesn't do any insurance,
My insurance doesn't cover any chiropractic at all.
right? And she's like, screw it. I don't want to pay someone to deal with even going through
It's kind of the
insurance, it
same
doesn't
thing as
pay.
like owning a dealership and having to pay somebody to do warranty. Like it's a headache. Like you're trying to fight somebody else that doesn't want to pay you for something that they basically didn't produce well.
With the insurance things that are going on, even me and Brandy are like, you know what? Okay, we don't really need day-to-day insurance. We need catastrophic insurance,
Yeah.
which is a lot cheaper, and our deductible is pretty high, but the odds of us needing it pretty small. But when we do, it's not going to be, oh, we have the sniffles that I need to cover. I can come up with $200 to cover my
Sniffles appointment.
Yeah, my blood work or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I get cancer and $100,000. Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what I'm trying to lean
Right,
towards.
yeah.
is
100%, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that like life-saving surgery.
But they
Yes.
do not make it easy for you to find those things.
And,
No, and
so
even-
that was so for you who doesn't think you want insurance, my exact conversation with that lady was, I need help because this is what I have. I don't know what any of this means. I've only worked for somebody who literally just hands me everything and says, this is what you give the doctor, this is what you give the policeman whenever you're in an accident. Like nobody's ever taught me how to figure it out, what it means, what's the best line, what's the right line. Like, you know, do you spend $500 a month on insurance or do you spend $100 a month? You know, nobody's ever really like talked through all that. So like to be out on my own calling trying to figure it out on my own is, you know, it's hard, but you have to do it now. Otherwise, when you need it, you're probably going to get shafted because you didn't learn.
And that's exactly what Erin and her
that's
company
exactly what she does. Yeah.
Like those people that are young and dumb. You're not ignorant. You're not stupid.
You don't know what you don't know.
Just fucking don't know because you've never been put through that situation. To take that experience and knowledge from a person who's not judgy, you're just a random person. Okay?
Yeah.
And how are you to tell me what to do? And you're telling these people the same thing that their mom and dad should have told him, but maybe didn't or didn't know how to.
Or more
may
detail.
not
They
have
maybe
known.
didn't.
Or- and
Maybe
maybe-
mom and dad didn't have the words to explain it to
And
them.
maybe less judgy.
Well, and I was just going
And
to say,
that's
Definitely.
exactly, you know,
Way less
sometimes, you know, maybe you think that your parent, you know, maybe your parents did teach you, but mom and dad looking at your finances, they can be like, God damn, you spent 10 grand here. You know, they
Or-
might be.
Yeah.
And guaranteed, mom and
Yeah.
dad, they fucked up in their 40 years. So,
Yeah, but
you know,
nobody ever
They
admits
just didn't
to it.
talk about it.
That's right, nobody
Or
ever
their
admits to it.
parents explained it to them more because there was more direct connection between it. But I wish they would. I wish you would offer what you do in the high school program. I so wish they would.
I don't know that they. I
Life
don't think
skills,
they
they
do.
don't.
I took an
They
accounting
don't.
class in high school.
I think Jabot has like a personal finance first semester everybody has to take. I don't
Do they?
know. I don't know what it involves. I am going to be.
No,
I can't wait.
no. Hey,
But no, I'm not going to like jump
that
on
is
it.
one step
But I-
more than Waterloo
Right.
does.
That's right.
I'm
Waterloo
very
doesn't do
curious.
Shit.
I'm
Well,
very curious on what it is.
You can take an elective accounting class. Like, I know how credits and debits work because I took that accounting class. So, I mean,
Yeah, but that doesn't talk.
it doesn't explain everything.
Yeah.
But have you seen like the videos on TikTok? It's like they have a whole gym and it's all these tables and there's like a car dealership and then there's housing and these students have to literally go and buy
It's like MASH in real life.
Yeah, they have to go
No,
pick
I
a
haven't
car,
seen
pick
that.
an apartment, and then they have to look at their budget and they're like, oh,
Oh shit!
I just went and spent this amount of money because I wanted a Beamer, and then they don't have enough for this.
No.
And it's all like a practical exercise.
not seen
That's
yeah.
cool.
Dude,
That's
Waterloo had a business class that was kind of like that, where it teached you how to budget, basically.
What grade level was that though?
Freshman, sophomore.
Okay.
And I mean,
But it wasn't,
they
you
really
know,
need,
nothing
It
crazy.
wasn't in depth, but
No.
it'd give you a basic.
And I
the
think-
teacher who taught that
I
class
think in
actually
college-
retired, and they don't offer it anymore. I
I think in college they called it UCall 101. They made us all freshmen take one class, and that it was like the start of that to like kind of understand what's going on. But it was more like, hey, this is how you write a paper. Hey, this is where you find the information at the library. Like,
This
but
is how you
it did
put
have
a
some
resume
budgeting,
together.
but not like intense. But yeah, I mean, freshman college, on everybody else's dime at that point.
I would have loved a class to teach me how to use a checkbook.
Yeah.
Or
See, and that's where that accounting
Yeah.
class I took, that was all in there. I
damn.
mean, yeah, just
And that's all businesses.
and just
It's-
because you have checks does not mean you have money.
Right.
Oh my
What?
god! Do you
That's
know how
that's
many-
crazy talk, Erin.
My husband had so many troops in the Air Force under him that would bounce checks at the base exchange, which is like your base Walmart, I guess you want to call it. They would bounce, and he had to counsel them on, you just because you have a checkbook doesn't mean there's money behind it. Like, they don't. These people are the ones protecting your country, and you're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
You know, I don't need them also at finances. I just need them also at flying
Shooting
jet
the bad
or
guy.
driving the tank.
But bouncing a check on base.
But
Damn, nice ringtone, man.
they have so much more important things to focus on. Those simple things of balancing a checkbook, understanding it, yeah, you can charge it, but you eventually have to pay for it. Those are the things that our military and our government, period, even our school systems fail at. And to teach people, it's not just spend. Hey, we'll worry about it later.
I'll pay it.
Like, yeah, I plan on living to be 30, so these are gonna these debts are gonna come due.
I think, and I hope it was rage bait, but there was a video the other day where this girl's like, I didn't realize that Apple Pay was real money. I thought it was like points.
Oh my god!
And you're like,
she
That had to have been rage bait.
it had to have been. And I'm like,
Word
and
for
that's
that's what she said to you.
Yeah. No, not to me. It was like a video. But
Okay.
you're like, this had to be rage bait because, and that's all the comments were like,
Right.
But
Pick a
there
fight.
are going to be people out there that don't understand what credit cards.
Well, there's gonna be people that have never seen cash.
Sure.
It's coming. Never seen a penny. That's gonna be the new one.
Don't even say that blasphemous shit, man.
I had a coworker that had never written a check in her life.
I try not to get irritated, but I've had people make comments to me about like, oh, do you know how to write a check? And I'm like, I'm 30 fucking years old. I know how to write a check. Thank you.
You have to pay your
Right.
city taxes and your. Well,
I don't even pay city taxes.
City taxes, you have to pay in check forms still.
Oh, really? So you can put property online.
They do not do property taxes, yes, but your city taxes and your utilities, they
Yeah.
do not offer an
Online payment, really?
that I know of. Maybe they have now since I thought of it, but or discussed with my wife. She's the right wordage there. But yeah, city of Waterloo is one of 2 or 3 checks we write every.
I pay my City of Redbud stuff online.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Taxes? City taxes?
No, not taxes.
Yeah, so you
I
don't pay
rent.
city taxes.
I thought you were talking
Taxes.
about just utilities or
utilities,
whatever.
Yeah, utilities probably aren't. Taxes, no. Yeah, that's still a check.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of.
That's so they can hide it, right? That's so they don't allow.
No, they're
That's
just
the unofficial
not,
reason.
They're just not up to date.
The town, so I lived close to like Little Sturgis in Kentucky, so it's, they have their big party like Big
Wait,
Sturgis.
no, I am unfamiliar with that.
So Little
There's a
Sturgis
Little
is-
Sturgis. in
It's called
Kentucky.
Sturgis, Kentucky, but they have
Is it
a
near
Little Sturgis.
Lynchburg?
No. So it's like right across the river from Shawneetown.
All right.
So it's like real close to Illinois still, but like, you can still hear the banjos. But anyway, it's in the middle of nowhere. And a couple years ago, was it 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago? The whole city went bankrupt because they couldn't pay to keep the water plant online. They just lost all the money. They're not really sure how they lost money. Well, somebody went through all the finances, and what was happening was people were paying with a check, and the checks were getting hidden. And somehow, some way, they were disappearing and being processed somewhere else. So the money was never actually hitting the water account to pay for the bills. It was just being dividended.
On
to
paper,
somebody
it was
else.
there, but oh man, that's sketchy.
Well, and people wouldn't question it because, my check cleared.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
You'd
paying my
never-
bill.
Yeah, everything's good.
And you don't monitor checks as much as you do your credit card statements. Most people don't.
Well, it's harder to because, and that's one of the tools I use
Net,
is like
net
when
30 or net 45.
Well, when I write a check, because like the only place I regularly kind of write checks, and they're actually getting away from it now, is my son's school, the fundraisers or the the Santa's cottage, and if I forget to put it in my register,
Then you
all of
don't.
a sudden it's like, oh shit, that just cleared my account because now debit cards, it's almost in my bank account as soon as I swipe. But that's back when we were younger. You had to. That was like floating a check. Not very many people probably remember or know what floating a
I
check.
freaking know exactly
Yeah.
what that is.
So you write a check
You're like,
by 3 days before payday and pray to God
You know,
it doesn't process through the
billing
bank.
I still do that shit to this day.
What?
That's right.
Do you have a
If
checkbook?
rent is on a fucking Saturday and I get paid on a Tuesday, damn, I'm writing that check, man.
Just pray.
It don't clear till at least Monday.
A wish and a prayer
Right. So sometimes you get away with it, but
until
Yeah.
you don't.
until you don't.
I had in college, I was paying for like books or something with a check, and the check bounced, but I didn't know why. Well, come to find out, the bank had changed the routing number, and I didn't know it. So all my checks had the wrong routing number on it.
Wow, you were fine.
So I got.
You were fine.
Well, I got.
that wasn't
Well,
your fault.
I just wrote a new check or whatever, no big deal. Or I gave a card, but like the month before that, I paid. So the last check I paid before that was for a speeding ticket, and I was like, oh my god, if it bounced, I was like, I got a freaking warrant out for my arrest. I was like, I'm screwed. Like they're not gonna call me to tell me my check bounced. They're just gonna come get me. It's like I'm so
They're gonna
screwed.
come get
Knock knock. Hey Willie, your check
Willie.
bounced. We're gonna have to take you to
Hey,
jail.
bud, we need you to get your shit. And It's
Yeah.
time to go.
Your check for $57 bounced, and
But I mean, I
hold
was
you
like
for
a
the night.
sophomore in college, so I had no clue. Yeah.
thought you're committing felonies over there. Dang. I want to circle back to the credit card thing because with the military, I don't know if you know this, guys, but they open a credit card up in your name, but they handle all of the payments for it. So if they forget to pay it,
It's on you.
it's in your name and you're fucked.
Okay, to add on to that.
Yeah,
Erin
yeah.
has a lot to say about this. She about came unglued from her seat. If we had a video camera,
Hopefully I said that right.
you would see Erin be all getting ready.
So
This
I
way.
don't. Granted, both of us have been out of the military for a very long time. Well, I've been out for a long time, but so you have a travel. It's called a travel card, and people that go on military on trips or deployments or I'm trying to think of the right civilian word. Anyway,
Vacation.
no, just like
Work
I don't know.
trip.
work trips.
Sabbatical.
Right, we call them, they're
Whoa.
called TDYs, temporary duty. And it used to be, and I don't know, it probably isn't anymore, an American Express card. And yes, if everybody has an American Express card, you would get the bill after your trip. And it has to be only work related, your food, your hotel, stuff like that. Granted, some people ended up getting
Is
kicked
there
out.
interest accrued only when you get back?
So if you know anything about American Express, they harp on you to pay it off at the end of the month. Like fully paid off.
In
That is
full,
the
yeah.
biggest thing with American Express.
Okay.
So let's go back, right? You come back from your deployment or your TDY and you have to fill out this stupid piece of paper called travel voucher. And you have to write out, and here's all my, and you have to save your receipts,
Oh,
here's all
shit.
my receipts, and then you take it to the finance, and
From,
those
from
people,
overseas.
or even throughout the states, because you can go to different bases
Really?
and
Okay.
stuff,
All right.
like for
Lo-
training,
Right.
or, so you take all of your receipts and this stupid piece of paper, and you go to the finance people, who, I swear to God, they only work like 1 day a week, and that day they're only there for 4 hours, but whatever. They're always closed, so you, anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna,
Circle back to that.
we'll just leave that in finance alone. So then you take it to finance, and then they don't fucking process it. Or they sit on it because they have a stack this big, and remember, they're only there like 1 day a week.
Right.
So then the end of the month comes,
It's not
and the
paid.
bill's not paid because finance, military finance, is the one that pays your credit card, but
They didn't
you're
process
getting the
it.
bill because your name is on it.
It sounds like a racket.
Just get it.
I said
Well,
If you didn't-
I said that Monroe County and their scope. That sounds like a fucking racket.
Well, that's why you see
Yeah.
military service members
If you
just so
didn't have the
fucking
income,
broken in
it
debt.
makes sense
Shit like
to help
that.
you with your credit, but if you have the income, it doesn't make sense because it could ruin your credit.
Yeah, and that's people were getting, you know,
shafted.
How
Yeah.
many 18 to 24-year-olds are got their shit together. As far as
How
credit.
many 18 to 40-year-olds would also use that government travel card at places like Larry Flint's and get kicked out of the military?
That's
Enough for them to make a couple rules about it, I bet.
Oh, there's always. I mean, but they still do it. It's like you don't think that they look at the credit card
And they can
statements?
see where you spent it.
Probably specifically look for that.
Oh, it's
Hooters.
It happens, like all the time.
targeted.
Or the ATM at Larry Flint's. Yeah.
This
These
Asian
weird things
massage
you do.
parlor is. Why is that on your receipt, Larry? Like,
Yeah, let's give an 18-year-old a freaking credit card.
Hey,
it's such a great idea.
Sounds like a super good idea.
And tell them that we're gonna pay it.
You know,
yeah.
Right.
And just
Gonna give
hope
you
and pray
no
that they do.
training. Here's a thing that you can spend
I mean,
whatever you want.
Is it
and
any
you're
different
not gonna
than the
even
rest
be-
of the system? Like, is it any different than going to high school? You're not taught all that stuff either whenever you.
Oh, and you get none of that in the military. When you join,
Yeah,
like when I
you're still
joined,
not getting.
I got no.
When you're
nothing.
there, your boots on the ground. That's what you're there for.
Yeah. We didn't cover any
So
of that.
you're gonna send your son in to the military with a lot more knowledge, hopefully.
Yes,
Because-
and as an officer with a degree.
And your kid is one of the very few people under the age of 20 that I would consider a very old soul.
He's my buddy.
He's a good kid and he's smart. Smarter.
Motherfucker wants to learn Chinese. I say it's pretty
Yeah, I know.
He was
smart.
also. Did you ever play him in chess? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like playing me because he said I play weird. I'm like, yeah, I'm super aggressive.
Him and my husband started playing chess when he was about 6.
Wow.
I want to play chess against him.
He hasn't touched a chessboard in a number of years. I mean, every once in a while he'll play online. But I mean, he was going, so St. Louis Chess Club,
Yeah.
he would take private lessons down there with the grandmaster and go to some of the, we were members of the club, and on Saturdays he can go take classes. And
Oh, fun.
he did that for a number of years. And Peter Paul had chess club, and he would do the competitions. The rest of the kids, he was the only one I think that really took it serious out of the club. So his team always lost, and you don't want to be on a losing team year after year. And I think he just kind of lost.
All right. So
Yeah.
we talked about your
All right.
son. We talked about your husband. What's new and up and coming in your world? What do you have planned in the next year, 2026? What kind of
Put her on the
you
spot.
got going?
I know.
Yeah, you're a super exciting person, and you and your husband and your son are great people. I am attracted to entrepreneurs and exciting people that do different things. What's new on your world? What's on your agenda?
Really, I think finishing up the classes I have for bookkeeping. That's my biggest goal for 2026, and starting to help, especially local businesses in Waterloo.
Are you going to start a new company?
No, so when I first started my company, it was called Juliano Solutions. Doesn't really explain what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
what the hell
It's
is that?
it's a very
Broad.
spectrum.
Right. So when I started thinking about expanding into bookkeeping, I renamed the company to Juliano Financial Solutions because I want to still maintain my financial coaching for couples, right? But I also want to provide financial solutions for businesses, and whether that be bookkeeping or whether that be like coaching businesses in their finances. So I want to be able to kind of do broad financial coaching on many different aspects, and adding bookkeeping as a service. That is the biggest thing for me in 2026.
What's your passion? Young, old, existing? Everyone has their niche, and me and Willie talk about this all the time. He's all over the place with his niches, but
I'm learning.
I'm hyper focused on my niche. What would be your ideal client? Who would you choose to take on if you had the ability to do so?
So my ideal client is either dual working or couples that you sit there and you're like, I make good money, why don't I have any, why am I always broke? Why am I paycheck to paycheck, or why am I super stressed out? And I use that as my ideal client, and that's who I love helping because I was there. That was me. And I like being able to share with the clients, dude, I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly where you are.
I've had that conversation with my husband.
Oh, with your husband?
Her husband.
I was like, what, Tom?
I have not.
This is news to all of us. This is a Monroe County connection
I'm
first,
sure
folks.
Your ideal client.
Tom is coming out of the
I
closet.
apologize. I was putting words in your mouth. Me and your husband have not had financial discussions.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that
But
questioned
you said
that
my
statement.
husband.
I was not about to let that one go.
No, but it is, and I think, you know, working with
Sorry, man. Sorry.
but it's working with the couples that have money, they have a good source of income, it's steady, it's stable, but they're struggling to figure out
Where it's going.
where it's going.
Where's the hole?
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and even I, you know, work with my sister and her husband down in South Carolina. Like, hey, what the heck? I mean, granted, her daycare bill is, and that's just a whole other subject.
Oh, God.
But
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's too expensive, man. I
and
hear
she's-
about all the
and she's got
time.
another one on
Daycares
the-
are just
so that'll be 3
ridiculous.
daycare. Oh, in the South.
When did you find that out?
I found out months ago that she was having another one, but
Okay.
and that'll be
Like, only because I know your family story. Like,
yeah.
okay, giddy up. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my sister still talk on a regular basis, and I can't wait to go down because last time I visited her son, who's now like, 3, he was like just born, so she's gonna have this baby at the end of February, and then I get to go in June
Oh my
to
God.
visit. So it'll be I get my little baby fix, and then I go home. I leave. I go home.
Okay.
But no, I think that's my experiences. I can bring that to the table because I don't want people always. You're not gonna want to call me like we said when things are good. You're calling me when things are bad, and like you said, I'm not here to judge you. I know exactly how you feel, and
But wouldn't you rather have people call you or go to see you and talk to you before they're in that situation?
Yes.
It's easier to guide people to not get in those scenarios than it is to dig people out of those scenarios.
and those are I don't want to say easy.
I know your best customers
Right.
are the people who are like, I'm fucked, I need your help.
That's where I get
But-
the most joy. That's where I get the most joy out of my job. Is taking those people that are fucked
Yeah.
and showing them the light.
Yeah.
And at the end of our sessions, at the end of our
And 6
contract,
months later, you're
and
like, they're better off than when they came to you.
That is why I started doing this. But yes,
Couldn't you get just as much joy to keep those young people from that?
Yeah, you just gotta have to. You just
The
have to have
opportunities are
the.
tougher.
You have to have the
because people don't
picture
reach out.
painted.
Like, hey, we're getting married.
You have to have
Hey.
the picture painted of what it looks like before it crashes,
yes,
and,
and
so
those
then people know how to find those signs.
Yeah, and having
And
you know
that's-
having those meetings right when they get married.
Yep.
Like, hey, we want to talk to you and get things set up so that we don't crash and burn in 5 years.
Best time to dig a well is before you're thirsty.
Well, it's no different than you go. You already. I guess most couples. I've never been married, so I don't know. But I feel like it's common practice to you do like a small like. Don't people meet with like the priest before they get married sometimes?
I
I
think.
mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Yes,
How religious are you, really?
Not
I
so
mean,
much.
Yeah, and
I think that's- I don't
getting
know.
less
My suggestion would
Yeah.
meet with a financial advisor.
That's what mine is. A lawyer and a finance.
Well,
Back in the day, it used to be the same thing.
Yeah. But so that's
Now-
kind of the same.
Now, yeah.
And then the struggle is especially like the people that get remarried. You have to have these conversations before you get married on, are you going to have a joint account? Are you going to keep your account separate? Those are ones where, having somebody like
And
me
there's
come in here
fierce
and help.
arguments.
And there's,
oh my gosh.
and Tom, you probably understand, my husband and I, pretty much the day we got married, we had a joint account.
Yeah.
We have one checking account, and that's where everything comes in, and that's where everything goes out. But there are,
Still to
and
this day.
people don't, they have theirs.
And I
we have
respect
friends.
it. I
Right.
respect it. I get it.
And there are reasons because, say, in a previous relationship there was financial infidelity, and
Yeah.
there is reasons for that. But again, there needs to be, when you get married, you are still a couple and you are still responsible, like your friend.
Yeah. You're
but you
so
have to
responsible for it.
understand where everybody's coming from because you can't hide. You can't hide shit.
Never.
Even if it's your money and it's my money, there's a little bit of our money, and you have to figure out how to navigate those waters.
Even 2 years ago, when I really start to get to know you and your husband a lot more, and we had those conversations of, and you guys were you were not your husband. You were quite brutally honest of, we were hiding money from each other, and you can't help but be introspective of, I kind of freaking do that too. It's
You can
not
curse. It's all right, man.
I've never heard anyone else talk about that within a marriage, a good marriage, of we share bills. The people that have, these are my bills, there's bills, it's a lot easier to do. It's combined bills. Those conversations are hard.
It's a mortgage.
You were the first person I ever
exactly.
heard talk about, I hide, you were, whoever it was, I'm
But
not even
it's
saying,
a
the mystery
simple,
of hiding it, that's worse.
a simple way to
That's
even
worse.
start the conversation is to me, it would be like an electricity bill. Well, I got my man cave out in the garage. I leave the heat run 6 months out of the year, so the bill spikes. Well, having a conversation about that spike is just like
But before the spike, saying, hey, I got this man cave that's probably going to bump our
exactly
electricity.
Right, be on the lookout for it.
Versus, oh my God.
Hey, how long
What
can you
is
afford
that?
your
That
bill?
is crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It doesn't need to be 85 in here. Yeah.
Turn off lights and shit.
Yeah.
But
Unplug the toaster.
See, I still
But
remember.
really, even as a young married couple, and Erin honestly was the first person to vocalize what I thought of
The conversation.
the conversation of hiding things from your spouse.
We were at Global Brew.
Money.
Oh, we were at Global Brew one night, I remember, and my husband pulled out his phone, and it was a gun accessory. He's like, yeah, this is gonna go with that other gun and I was like, wait a minute. When did you buy that gun? And he just his face just was like,
no,
Oh.
this is just an accessory.
he was like,
gun.
I was like, when did you buy that gun? And I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I'm also
He's reeling, going, oh yeah, I didn't.
Oh, he forgot to tell me that he bought a gun. Like,
Would you have cared? Maybe not. But you would have appreciated the conversation.
right. And that's, again, goes back to our rule to this day is still $100. Yo, I need to go buy this thing at Rural King because this is broken on my zero turn.
Yeah.
Are we good?
It's on $100, no problem. It's $300. Yeah, let's have a chat about
Yeah.
that before you go ahead and do it. Really, when I met you and your husband met,
Gavin and I are taking notes.
nobody talks.
Yeah, I got a story
Nobody
to
talks
follow
about
up with that
shit.
one.
Yeah,
It's a real good one.
There.
Like, I literally 2 days ago, we had a brownout.
Financial infidelity
Yeah.
is higher than.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we had a brownout and my desktop died. That is how I work, is my computer. I don't have a laptop, so we had to have a conversation yesterday. I can't get my computer to work, so we need to figure something out. When I meet with clients, I need to borrow your laptop, or we need to, and he's like, you know what?
And your time frame was short,
Very, because I have a meeting with a client on
but
Saturday.
you still took the time to say, hey.
But we needed to, what is our goal? And so we discussed it. My son's going to need a laptop next year for his school because he's at Jabot. And my husband is going to be building a computer because he's a teacher and he's going to start teaching in the spring more classes. So he's going to use that money to buy him a computer. And then his laptop goes to our son. And then I got a new laptop because I need it for my business and my personal life. And guess what? That stress that I had with that conversation was zero, where had that have been
You
5-10 years ago.
Or now,
Yeah.
if you just went out, bought a laptop, and then
Yeah.
he saw an alert on his phone going, my girl just spent $800 on a laptop. What the hell? And
Right.
a lot different energy going into that conversation.
Right. And there's different, so say I did go buy it without talking to him, which wouldn't, but let's just say I did.
It could happen. but
Right.
Yeah.
How he would have presented it or asked me about it now, because we now have trust and we have communication, how we go about it now after the fact would be different than
Yeah.
when we were
hiding money and doing all that. So building that trust and that communication with your money actually helps you in a lot of different aspects of your relationship as well.
Damn.
Yeah, because if you can trust each other with your money, you can trust them with other stuff.
And you're able to communicate
Money's the
better
root of all
about
evil.
different things as
Right.
well.
Because money is just one of the most difficult things to communicate, in my opinion.
Yep. Every week we have on the calendar a weekly budget review where we sit down and I tell them, hey, this is what's come out. This is what's coming out until payday. This is how much money we have left until payday. Just want to let you know. And he has access to, all of my tools and stuff. He never gets to it, but he knows he has access. He can ask me at any time what the budget looks like. And I used to have such anxiety and heartburn getting ready for those weekly meetings because there wasn't trust.
Yeah.
And now, if you ask a question, let me pull it up and let's sit down for 5 minutes and go over it.
Yeah.
And
You still are going to have those conversations. It's still a stressful time, but it's not.
You're not fighting against it by yourself. You're fighting against
You're
it
both on
together.
the same page.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the, I guess, outline for a really healthy relationship. It took you a couple of decades to get there.
yeah.
I know, just like me, there was some struggles along the way, but
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We actually celebrated our anniversary this year. We haven't been for many years. We went to Four Seasons and the Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Yeah, I saw the
That was-
Facebook posts.
The beef Wellington.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it fucking raw or was it cooked good?
No, it
or-
was perfect.
Nice.
It was. Yeah. I think I got a fillet. He got the beef Wellington.
He did.
Filet. Can't beat the
I
filet.
know it's
guys
freaking
that-
fillet.
Can't beat it.
I see your posts. So
I wish I saw that one. I see Dom's post, but not yours. Yeah, I wanted to say a story going back to spending money without the other person knowing. And Mom knows about this now, so it's okay. But we were at Randy Coates' gun shop one day, and we saw a gun on sale. It was a really good deal. A really, really, really good deal. And you were like, I shouldn't buy it, but I'm going to. Swiped the card and you bought it, and had to have that conversation with Mom after you bought it.
It was a tough conversation.
Tougher than if you were to just talk to her before you bought it.
Said, yeah, I understand and I agree, and yeah, you deserve it. But the surprise of
Right, it's like, hey, look what I did without.
You're right. I mean, it sounds funny, but you're spot on. If I would have had that conversation with her beforehand, I mean, if I would have known the gun deal was there, I had the conversation.
Right.
There's probably a phone service.
And you knew you could afford to get it, but
I
it's very spotty out there,
But
actually.
I've changed my
Nothing ever
spending
works.
habits because of I don't want to make her mad. Like it's a team sport. 100%. That's why I got into it. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So anything? Plug all your share, subscribe, rate, reviews, all that stuff. It's your turn to be like, hey, if you like what you're hearing, if you need financial help and you dig what you're laying down, how do they get a hold of you?
So again, Juliano Financial Solutions on Facebook. There is contact me on there. I have a website that is also linked on that Facebook page. It has a breakdown of the different programs that I offer. You can set up a 30-minute kind of first initial contact consultation. We talk about kind of where you're at, what your goals are, whether you are the new couple that wants to figure out your budget before shit happens, or if you want to do, a 2-hour, I just need help with a budget. I don't need the extra help, or if you need the program where we sit down and we meet on a regular basis and we go through your budget and we work through it. So that's all broken out on my website. And Facebook, we do have, I have all the links on there. And then hopefully this year, or no, not this year, next year, 2026, we will be adding services for bookkeeping and business support. So keep an eye out for that.
And I hope all you people out there, especially you young people, it's not about when you get in trouble, I need to be bailed out. It's
Being in front of it.
get some advice from the people who know that are offering you help. Reach out to those people. Could save you many arguments and probably some divorces and
Thousands of dollars and
Thousands of
all of that
dollars.
stuff. And
Proactive advice and knowledge. I'm always trying to learn in my life from people I know and respect and trust, and yeah, my own thing too. So yeah.
And just know, you're not alone. You're not alone.
Shut up. What?
Everybody struggles. I think there is, and you can't see the tattoos. One of the tattoos I have is in Arabic, and it means the only way out is through.
I like that.
It was kind of my husband's motto in some of his deployed units, and it became our family motto, especially with everything we've been through. So this isn't the end. Things can be stressful, and you may feel like you're drowning and there's no way out. But
There's always a way to bounce back.
yeah, reach out.
Yep.
Damn, that was pretty deep. Like that.
Yeah.
Willie,
Powerful.
you got anything coming up in your life?
Oh, I don't have anything really to talk about. How we're gonna spend the whole time next week talking about ourselves. So
Oh shit, that's right.
Business life then. What do you got going on?
nothing really.
You're just going out. It's quieting down.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to catch up.
All right. Well,
But
if
I'm
anyone
still
needs a handyman guy in the area, Willie Wetzel, his name is still. We're talking about that. It should be Willie's Handyman Services. What you, G? You got anything going on in your life you want to prompt or promote?
No, nothing. Just trying to save my money, retire before I'm 65, and yeah, just taking every day, each step at a time, and yeah.
Super jealous of that awesome beard you can grow that I can't, but whatever. I mean,
Be jealous.
hey,
It is scratchy and annoying that I can't do anything with it. It looks like pubic hair.
I can't do it. I look like Shaggy off Scooby-Doo.
I want to do mutton chops
Just
eventually,
like-
just to
like
just
9
see.
hairs on the left. There's 12 hairs on the right. It's a weird thing I got going on. But all right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up just so we can get out of here. It is almost Christmas Eve,
I still
and
got about a dozen presents or
I
something.
have some.
I
presents
just
to
bought
wrap
wrapping paper tonight.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Erin Juliano,
Whoa.
thank you for being our guest tonight.
Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Spotify,
subscribe, rate,
YouTube,
review,
whatever, doesn't
share.
matter.
Just click all the goddamn
Yeah.
buttons. Fine.
Yep.
Yeah, report us. I don't care.
All complaints about the dude's playground.
At least we get feedback.
Attention,
True.
Rich Melching.
If you're getting blocked, then that means people are listening.
That's right. 100%.
Amen.
That's what we're gonna end on. If you're getting blocked, thank you, Erin.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Slogan.
Love you guys.